Stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call the Exeter Town Council regular meeting for Monday, June 5th to order. Will the clerk please take the roll?
Dan Patterson,
Here.
Michael Fay,
Here.
Diane Allen,
Here.
and Cal Ellis and Olivia Di Francesco are absent tonight for personal reasons.
Okay. Next up is acknowledgements and announcements. A, the annual financial town meeting is Tuesday, June 13th at 7 o'clock at the Exeter West Greenwich Junior Senior High School Senior Gymnasium, 930 Mooseneck Hill Road, West Greenwich, Rhode Island. Please note the change of venue due to the high school auditorium renovations. Item B, annual dog licensing, April 1st to June 1st is $6. After June 1st, $6 per license plus a $25 late fee per license, obtained at the clerk's office, the animal shelter, or online at the town website. For more information, visit the town website. Item C, the town of Exeter extends its heartfelt thanks to the Wood Pawcatuck Wild and Scenic Rivers Stewardship Council and Save the Bay volunteers for recently installing a rain garden in front of the rock wall on the southern side of the clerk's office building one. Item D, the town of Exeter thanks the Memorial Day Parade Committee members for bringing back the Memorial Day Parade on May 28th after its hiatus following the COVID-19 pandemic, and recognizes and appreciates all their efforts in organizing the same. And I'm going to add one more item. At one point tonight, we have to go into executive session probably around 8 o'clock. We are going to try and get through the majority of this stuff before we do that. Number 4, approval of the agenda order. I do want to amend it and put number 9A under new business, proclamation and appreciation of the wildfire responders. I want to put that immediately after appointments and after expiring terms. We'll do that after expiring terms just before the public hearing. That's the only thing I need to do. So I need that's my motion.
So
All in favor? Aye. Anybody want to remove any of the reports?
Yes. 4 and number 10, please.
Okay. 4 and 10, okay. Communications? Okay, I need a motion to approve the consent agenda as amended.
So moved.
second.
All in favor? Aye. Let's see, vacancies and appointments. 1, Personnel Board. Conservation Commission. Public Works Superintendent. Why is that still on? Oh, that's the assistant.
Superintendent,
Superintendent.
yeah. God asked me to put
Oh,
that on.
okay, so need to advertise that?
Yep, if you're ready to do that.
Okay, if you can give a description for us, I'll make a motion to advertise for Public Works Superintendent.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any resignations?
No.
Appointments, Juvenile Hearing Board, alternate member to serve 3-year term beginning date of appointment.
So you appointed, you did,
We did that
you
one.
did that last month,
Still have,
but we still need a alternate.
we still need an alternate, so we need to continue to post that.
Yeah.
Exeter Rural Land Preservation Trust Committee members to serve 4-year term beginning date of appointment. You need more than one there?
No, I think
It says
we-
members.
I think it's one.
Just-
I know, I think the S is.
Okay. Nothing there yet. Just
Nothing
one-
there.
just one.
Yeah.
continue to post that. Wood Pawcatuck Wild and Scenic River Stewardship Council alternate member. Nothing. Continue to post that. The Library Board of Trustees member to serve 3-year term beginning date of appointment. Whoa. Number 5, Board of Canvassers alternate member to serve unexpired term ending May 3rd, 2027. Nothing yet.
Backed out.
Still working on that one, okay. The expiring terms, 1, planning board member, Gina Thurn, term expiring July 9th, 2023.
So on these 3, I'll contact them, see if they want to be reappointed,
Okay.
and put the notice out for expiring term.
Next is the zoning board of review alternate member, Susan Littlefield, term expiring July 1st, 2023.
Same thing.
Okay.
The next one too.
Next one too? Okay. All right, now we're gonna go on to number 9, new business proclamation and appreciation of wildlife responders. We've got a proclamation here, and I need a motion to adopt the proclamation.
So moved.
Oh, okay.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Now that we've adopted it, we have a bunch of proclamations here. Do I need to read this into the record?
Yeah.
Okay. Town of Exeter proclamation in appreciation of wildfire responders. Whereas in the early afternoon of Friday, April 14th, 2023, a wildland fire began on Nature Conservancy property located off of School Lane Woods Road in Exeter. And whereas at that time, the woods of Exeter were extreme fire danger due to unseasonably warm temperatures, low humidity, lack of rain, and strong gusty winds. And whereas the woods where the fire burned consisted of a continuous forest of mature, highly flammable white pine trees, and whereas the town's volunteer firefighters had spent many hours over the previous 2 days battling dangerous wildland fires that broke out elsewhere. And whereas the town's volunteer firefighters on April 14, 2023 were again called upon to leave their work, school, and family responsibilities to respond to the Nature Conservancy property wildfire. And whereas the size and rapid spread of said fire threatened homes on School Land Woods Road, Liberty Church Road, and William Reynolds Road. And whereas the fire had the potential to cross William Reynolds Road, threatening additional homes and neighborhoods, and whereas through the valiant and heroic efforts of the town's volunteer firefighters, with help from firefighters from many neighboring communities, the Rhode Island Department of Environmental Management, recruits from the State Fire Academy, the National Guard, and others too numerous to mention, the fire was stopped at William Reynolds Road. No lives were lost and no homes or businesses were damaged. And whereas the town's volunteer firefighters continued putting out hot spots at the scene for several days, and whereas the fire burned at least 576 acres, making it the largest fire in Rhode Island in over 70 years. And whereas 66 agencies responded in total, including 24 engines, 44 tankers, 18 brush units, 2 Black Hawk helicopters, and over 400 responders. Now therefore, be it proclaimed that the Town Council of the Town of Exeter, on behalf of its grateful citizens, extends its utmost heartfelt thanks and appreciation to these brave, dedicated wildfire responders, and therefore be it also proclaimed, it is fitting and proper that we recognize all the above and all who came forward to assist Exeter, and shall include this proclamation as part of the permanent records of our town in order that the members, family, and friends of the wildlife responders and the citizens of the town of Exeter will know the esteem and respect in which the wildland responders will always be held and appreciated. Approved by a unanimous vote of the Exeter Town Council on this 5th day of June 2023.
And we have originals, for Chief Gavitt, Chief Franklin, and Dory. If you wanna come up. them. Thank you.
On a roll. We're gonna go back to the agenda, number 7, public hearings. A, application for transfer of liquor license, Stavros Hansopoulos, I hope I pronounced that right, deceased. Evstathia Hansopoulos, Exeter owner, Town Pizza of Exeter, to Vincent Marr Jr. and Kelsey Lynch, owners, Town Pizza of Exeter, 250A South County Trail, Exeter, Rhode Island, Plat 67, Block 3, Lot 8. I need a motion to open the public hearing as the liquor licensing board. Okay.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
That's Vincent and,
Okay. Yeah, come on up, Kelsey Lynch and Vincent Marr. Give us a little history. Yeah.
Well, we actually met working at Exeter Pizza about 7, 8 years ago. Stavros, Steve, was a family friend of my father for many years, as well as his, and with his passing, he gave Vincent and I the opportunity to take over the business, and the purchase is still a work in progress due to the logistics of the paperwork and whatnot, but we look forward
Good
to,
verbal, so,
yes.
Anybody on the council have any questions for him? Okay, thank you.
Well, thank you all for this opportunity.
Anybody from the public have any comment? Okay.
so $191.25 is owing in advertising. A letter of
Did you hear that, Kelsey?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, and we discussed
A
that.
letter of good standing, we're waiting on that from the present owner. And, one more thing.
Turn the name licenses.
Term and go licenses, but, yeah, that's it.
So you- Okay, okay. I need a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll make a motion to close the public hearing.
Second. All in favor? Aye. Okay, so now we need to do a vote. I will make a motion to grant the liquor license to Vincent Marr Jr. and Kelsey Lynch, owners Town Pizza of Exeter, pursuant upon paying the advertising, the letter of understanding, and turning in the old license. Did I get it all? Okay. Okay, second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, all set.
Now you should
Thank
close
you.
the liquor license for it.
I need to close, we have to do a motion to close the liquor license.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Next up is public comment. First up in public comment is Beth Brown. How are you? Come on up.
Hi, I'm Beth Brown. I live at 60 Whispering Pine Road, that's in Deerbrook.
Yeah.
I'm representing most of the neighbors that live up adjacent to Mail Road. And we're requesting some type of signage in speed limits because it has been for the last year unbearable with 18-wheeler trucks, dump trucks, the motorcycles, and most recently, there has been gunfire, not just regular gunfire, but some automatics that just goes on. Memorial Day was horrendous. But these letters, more or
Is that
less,
a copy of the one we got today, I believe?
there's one in here of that, but there's a lawyer letter in here. But we don't request anything from the town. We pay the taxes, and without a police department, somehow we're gonna have to monitor that road. Because if Shotner Farm thing goes through, I'm sure that we're gonna have more and more traffic going through that road.
Okay.
But
You can hand that to the clerk, so she can make it a correspondence to us.
there's about 6 letters in there. Thank you.
Next is Asa Davis.
Asa Davis, 146 Beecher Hill Trail. So in a break from our regular monthly programming, I have a book for you. Let's be proud, EWG school system has produced another published author, in this case Dave Harder, who played on a baseball team with me several years ago. His publisher is Steve Porter, also a former EWG student who pitched for a different team. Unfortunately, it's a dark and bleak story. There's no happy ending, but it is true. It's a story about child neglect and abuse, and what happens when those in positions of responsibility abuse those positions and shirk their duty. What happens when bystanders overlook what's plain in front of them. What happens when cries for help go unheard. How see something, say something makes things worse when the reports are discounted and abused kids get returned to the same home and abusers. A story about how unaddressed little problems grow and fester, turning into monsters like drug abuse, overdose, and early death. George Finch, you might figure he's involved based on the author's now full name. He and Cal had ties in year past, so he should remember him, as Diane Allen might too. Mr. Finch acquits himself well, as does Steve Albro, a student teacher at the time. The police, other teachers, bystanders, not so much. While many in the story are now dead, the main villain still lives in Exeter in the Deerbrook complex. No one was ever tried or punished in this case. Based on the passage of time, it's likely no one will, except in the court of public opinion. It's good we'll always have that. It doesn't matter if it's child abuse or nonprofit tax fraud, selling guns in residential zones, helping prepare false affidavits. If you're in a position of responsibility, parent, teacher, policeman, or town official, whatever, you abuse that position for yourself and others, you betray society's trust. If you're a member of an organization, you see other group members doing that, you stand by and do nothing, you're just like the cowards of Uvalde. You're part of the problem and you're making it bigger. A lot of disgusting, disgraceful behavior comes to light in here with named names by people still living. Some might call it defamation. I don't think we'll see any legal claims about it though. As we know, it's not defamation if it's true. To my memory, enough of the details ring true, like the ruined no-hitter, the third base fight, and the police reports, to mean the rest is too. So that copy is yours. The library has more copies now if this one gets lost. It's a hard read and tough to get through. I hope you think about it when you look in the mirror. Thank you.
Okay, as I had said when we were starting this meeting, we would have to go into executive session. All the parties are here to go into executive session. We're gonna go into executive session, we'll go in the vault, it's probably gonna be about an hour, I would say, and then we will continue the meeting after that, so. I need to make a motion to go into executive session for personnel.
Personnel collective bargaining.
Personnel collective bargaining.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Will you hold the board down?
Sure.
Where's the?
We're going in the vault, this is all.
Walk in.
I'll tell them. Yeah.